I've built an unbreakable iron farm. You heard that correct. An unbreakable iron farm. One that cannot be broken by an update. It doesn't matter if you scramble the POI. None of that matters. If you are tired of rebuilding your iron farm each and every update, only for the next update to scramble all the POI and you have to break and reassign all the workstations, this iron farm is for you. Watch this. We were doing Unbreakable 2 Electric Boogaloo. We're now going to open Universal Minecraft Editor. Don't try this with your iron farm because you will have bad problems. Unbreakable 2 Electric Boogaloo. Open. And what we are going to do is we are going to delete this village. We're going to 100% delete it. We're going to delete all the data, all the workstations, all the beds, all the everything. We're going to click save. It has now been saved. That village doesn't exist currently in our Minecraft game. We're doing this in a single shot so that you can see it work. You're going to have to sit through the load times. My apologies. Now, that golem was already there. I'm going to switch the time real quickly to sunrise so that you can see new golems spawn. You see that? We scrambled the workstations. We scrambled the beds. And the iron farm keeps working. Now, when I tested this iron farm, before scrambling it, it gets approximately 380, 385 ingots per hour, which is pretty standard for an iron farm this size, with this shape of spawn platform. And when I scramble the villagers, when I scramble the POI, when I scramble the village, it gets anywhere. It really depends because what you're doing is you're shifting the center. So the platform isn't optimized for the village anymore. So you're going to have less actual spawn space. So of course the ingots per hour will go down. However, it won't break each update. It will just continue working. And it got anywhere from 320 to 360 to just depending on how many times I scramble it, depending on which bed becomes the center of the village. And yes, I know that the bed is not the center of the village. But depending on where the center aligns in the village depends on the rates. So I can't accurately predict after each scrambling what the rates will be. It depends on how the village lines up with the platform. However, if you are like me and you're tired of after each and every minor update that you have to go and replace all the workstations, stay tuned. I'll show you how I did it. Now, before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to GoldenHelmet and link in the description to his YouTube channel. Yeah. These villager pods were originally his idea. Let me show you the pods. However, I made a couple of slight modifications. Now, these pods were originally intended to collect 10 villagers and to keep them from delinking because he discovered in 1.16 if a villager can't pathfind, it won't delink from its workstation. The water is no longer needed. However, I have now considered that if I create these villagers and I trade with them and I lock them to this profession and I do the same thing with these villagers can never claim these workstations and these villagers can never claim those workstations. And it's that simple. No matter how I scramble these workstations, These villagers can only claim these 10 workstations, and these villagers can only claim these 10 workstations. And with the bed placement that I typically do, it doesn't really matter because I've oversized the platform. So the golems are always going to spawn on it. They can't spawn outside of the farm. So it doesn't matter. Scramble the POI all you want to. It doesn't matter. Let me show you how to build it. Start out with a single block. Make this into a 3x3 pattern. Now, it doesn't matter how high up in the air you build this. It doesn't matter if you build it underground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 out that direction. You're going to do 7 out each direction. This is going to end up being a 17 by 17 platform. Now that this is completed, build another platform the exact same size, only build it 1, 2, 3, 4. Build it exactly like that. Now these center blocks here are only for show. They're to help you measure. So once you have that set, you can break those blocks and build the exact same way, the exact same size. Now, once you're finished, you should have something that looks like this. You're going to want to come to the lower platform, and you're going to go out by 3 all the way around. You're going to want to come to the upper platform and go out by 1. Once you're finished, you should have something that looks exactly like this. Now time to put in something to collect the water. To actually contain the water, rather, should I say. So follow this pattern all the way around. And you actually don't need that one. But it does make it easier for me to build it by putting that there. Okay. At this point, the upper platform is finished. Now, on the lower platform only, you can use slabs, you can use the glass blocks that we have currently. What you're going to want to do, oh, I misplaced those, is block it in like that. And this is to keep the water from running off the side. And once you have finished, it should look something exactly like this. Now, these blocks right here can be any blocks you want them to be. They don't have to be glass. They can be dirt. They can be anything. What you need to do is make this pattern. I traditionally call this the 6-pack. You make 4 6-packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that gives you 12 spaces to place beds. So then pick another place and just start and go 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now we have places for all 20 beds. However, we are only going to place a single bed. Now pick a side, and it doesn't really matter which side you pick. Come out from the side of the iron farm. You want to come out 3 blocks like that. And then you want to make this pattern. And it doesn't really matter where you put these. Just make a 3x3 pattern like that. Then you're done with those blocks. What you need to do is decide which type of villager workstation you want to use. And it doesn't really matter. Okay. Now we have 10 workstations. You come 1, so that'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come straight up like this. And what we're making here is a funnel for villagers. Now, how you get them to this point is up to you. Rails or portals or however you want to get them here. That part is up to you. Place your piston like that. Extend your piston, place your water, and the water should flow to there. Spawn you a villager. Now you have to wait until he links to the workstations. You notice how I spawned him in and he was a farmer. You need to wait until he links to the workstations. Once he's linked to the workstations, what you want to do is trade with him. Now, it doesn't really matter what you trade for. If it's something useful to you, then great. But once you have traded with him, you have locked his profession. Send him on down. Bring in your next villager and repeat this process for 10 villagers. I'm not going to make you watch me do it. I'm going to do it in time lapse. My apologies. I had to refill up on emeralds. This is going to take quite a few emeralds, so you need to decide if this is worth it for you. Is doing this worth spending the emeralds? This means you won't have to rebuild your iron farm after each update, but you will have to spend some emeralds. So if you have if you have a raid farm, then this might be a good investment for you. Now I'm going to be honest with you. I've lost count. I think that's 7. Whoops, we cannot have a baby villager. No nitwits either, just so we're clear. I don't know if you actually linked to the workstation or if you were just born this way, so I'm going to kill you. Once again, no nitwits. Sorry about all this gratuitous violence. Now, this should be our 11th villager, if I'm counting correctly. Okay, notice that he doesn't change, that he didn't link to any of the workstations. So that means that we are full right here. So let's cap that off. Let's cap that completely off so that we don't have any more flowing water. We don't need this to be that high. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the exact same thing. Only we're going to do it with a different workstation. So once again, 3x3. You will need to place a sign right here. Doesn't matter what the sign says. It is only to stop the flow of water. Now break that. Notice that he has changed professions to toolsmith. Trade with him. And repeat. Once again, he will change to a toolsmith. Trade and repeat. Okay, that's going to be a real problem. See that? I accidentally let a baby villager get through, and I couldn't allow it. So I had to finish them all off. So you will definitely only want to bring adult villagers. That was my bad. I wasn't paying attention enough. I should do it from this side. That way, if there's a baby villager, I can handle it. Okay, I think I actually miscounted, and I think he is villager number 11. So we will kill him. We will break all of this. And if you place solid blocks above these, it doesn't matter what workstation you use. Whatever you have convenient, whatever you can make easiest. Doesn't matter. Now, I'm only removing those blocks so that no mobs spawn there. And you can place torches up here or slabs or carpet or whatever your favorite method of mob proofing is. So at this point, it should look something like this. You will most likely be spawning cats, but not golems because of the bed requirements. So the only thing left to do is install the lava blades, add the beds, and add the water. Now let's start with the top lava blade. Now these two blocks were only there for temporary. I come out to 3 like that, 3 on each side. And then step it back like a diamond shape. 2, and then 1. And then do that on all 4 sides. Install your lava. And install your water. We missed one. Ignore those fires because they don't mean anything. Nothing there is flammable. And once completed, the top is now finished. What we need to concern ourselves with now is bed placement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you can either start here or on the other end. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and if you marked it out correctly, exactly 20. Come here, break these blocks because they are temporary like we stated earlier. I will put a materials list in the description. Even though I don't normally do that, I will do it this time. 2, 3, and come out 1, 2, 3, 4 on every side. Look at that, we're already spawning golems. 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, sorry about that, buddy. Let me move out of your way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just like upstairs, we're going to step it down like a pyramid. We didn't actually mean to drop that. Did we lose our sign? Yes, we did. Pick block for the win. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Once your signs are installed, they should look something like this. Diamond shaped pattern. Install your lava there. Install your lava there. Install your lava there. And last but not least, install your lava there. The only thing left to do, add the water. Once you're done, your iron farm should look something like this. The only thing left to do is add the collection system. It doesn't matter which side, pick a side. Go down, let's see, hopper with minecart, hopper chest. So then go like this. And some of these blocks are going to be temporary blocks, like all of those. And what you want to do is notice which direction the rail is pointing. Add a block on each end so the hopper minecart does not fall off. Add your hopper minecart. And you can completely surround it or just do this cardinal directions. And once that is done, your collection system is done. And just like that, your iron farm is complete. We are no longer subject to each update breaking our iron farm. Now, the center may shift. It may become slightly less efficient. However, it will still produce between 320 and 380, no matter how the POI gets scrambled. So, depending on the update, you no longer would have to rebuild this iron farm each and every update. That is the significance of this design. Thank you for watching. Links in the description to GoldenHelmet and a few other places that I think are very helpful in Discords. Of course, GoldenHelmet's YouTube page. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Bye.